this moving. It's Young People Nation.
Welcome to Young People Nation. Listen to us weekly as we commit to bring transparency, healing, and truth to the everyday situations in life that might bring you down. Join us for your weekly dose of inspiration. Thank you for listening to Young People Nation. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And now, here's your host, Eugene and Donna Perry.
Let's go. Christ is the foundation. Know his word gon' lead us. Know I'm already going. Taking steps I believe in. Giving guidance to the youth. Giving guidance to the lost. Giving the world to the project. Lead them back to the cross.
Welcome back to session 2 of Young People Nation. And again, we are graced to spend this time with Nate Lewis.
Yes, there you go.
And Mr. John Smith. And these two young men, 20 and 19, very impactful in the community, an example of getting a vision, going forth with it, and being impactful in their community. Nate has Sky 19. He is a 20-year-old from a sophomore at Georgia Military
College. Yes, ma'am.
And also his brand, talk about it. I'll let you all talk about your brand.
Sky 19 is my brand. Like I said, for a sponsorship brand, I sponsor young upcoming talent in basketball. And I also want to open up my own gym in the future.
Yes.
After I graduate from college.
Yes.
And basically Sky 19 is really giving back to the community. And like this past Thanksgiving and Christmas, I gave out dinner boxes for the people in need, and I also gave out for Christmas dinner boxes as well. And we did a Toys for Tots. That's what we did, Toys for Tots as well. So
yes,
that's what it really blessed my heart to do that, because like I always vision myself doing it one day, but just do it and see like a lot of smiles on people's faces. It's meant a lot to me. So yeah, that was just one thing I love
making a difference in somebody's life. Yes. And John, you're more to life.
More to life.
Now, John is 19, and he is at Augusta State University.
Yes, ma'am.
Photography and videography is your passion.
Yep.
Okay, talk about your more to life.
Overall, just trying to influence anyone, any age, anyone, honestly. Just trying to impact my life into theirs, but in a positive way. Leading them towards God mostly. But whatever their beliefs are, just, whatever it may be, putting a smile on people's face with anything that I do.
Yes.
With the more to life, I kind of want to make it to the point where I can make enough money to give back to people, especially like the homeless. I know one thing on my agenda is going out and just downtown mostly, because that's where most homeless people are.
Yes.
And just giving out food and everything like that.
Yes.
With friends and everything, just making it a good day.
And in life, you never know who it is that you're going to touch life.
Exactly.
And then that person come around and do better, but they'll remember how you made them feel and how you did not overstep them. That's powerful. Thank you all for what you're doing in the community to help your generation and many older people. So thank you so much. Now, in our last recording, we talked about the power of positive influence. And so in the power of positive influence, we discussed also when we had dinner about your generation being taught how to treat women. That's so important. And I tell young ladies this all the time, that if he want to, he will. Okay? You ain't got to do all that. That's accurate, correct?
Correct.
Now, right now at your age, y'all don't need to be thinking about that. Okay, just continue on with your brands. That'll come later. Okay? So, but what do respecting a woman mean to you? Because I can tell from both of you all have great respect for your mothers. And I believe it starts there, because transparency, I've seen some men that they didn't know how to treat a female, but it went back to their mother. Sometimes it's where they had to be very responsible at a young age. They loved their mom, but they just didn't like how she did things in life, per se, okay? But I can tell you two young men have a great love for your moms. So what does it mean to have respect for a woman?
That's really a big thing. That's always what my parents taught me, just always be respectful for others, because you never know who's looking at you. And plus, that's how you're supposed to carry yourself no matter what you do. And like, just being respectful, treat us how you want to be treated. That's basically how it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. John?
My dad always taught me to treat women correctly, the correct way. Basically just catering to them on a mutual level. Even if a woman is disrespectful to you, I mean, that doesn't mean be disrespectful. Just treat them with kindness.
Now, we taught our daughters, we have daughters. Listen, just because you're a female don't mean you're not going to get that same energy back that you put out, okay? So don't be doing stuff just because you're a girl.
Yeah.
Or a woman, okay? Because everyone they're not going to be respectful if you're disrespectful, okay? So, but it started with your moms, am I correct?
Correct.
Okay, and so talk about how you all love your mama.
I love my mom.
She's my world.
Huh?
My world.
Your
World. My world.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? I tell you, when I said talk about how you love your mama, boy, their faces just gleamed.
If no one got my back, I know my mom do. It don't matter what it is. If she at work, she'll drop it and come help me, whatever it may be.
That's a mama, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a real one. Yes, and so you're able and I'm sure from the time you was a baby, up until now, that mama's it. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, but mama, you saw the sacrifice mama made too, right?
Yes.
Okay, you want to unpack that a little bit?
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Just give a little bit. Just give the audience a little bit.
Well, I know sometimes she'll sacrifice finances for me, especially when I first started out with photography and videography, because camera equipment is like so expensive. So sometimes what we did as a family is kind of set aside certain limits for the month, and sometimes she would go with her limits and give back to me.
Wow.
And that's kind of how I started up.
Wow. That spoke volume. That she gave you what was her portion because she believed in what you were doing.
And that kind of impacted me to do what I'm doing now. Give a part of me to community.
Okay. And I met your mom, Nate. She loved you. Talk about it.
Because she just always sacrificed a lot for me as well, because, when I was upcoming like basketball, taking me out of town, and even though she had to work sometimes, she took the days off for taking me to practice, school, just different things like that. And just always being there for me and when I need to talk to somebody as well. And I'm just grateful for that, because I know a lot of generations don't have like a mother in life or a father in life. So that's one thing I'm appreciative for. Just having that person to always be there for you and support you.
Do you all have any fellow people that you know that don't have both parents, or?
I know a few.
Okay. What does that look like from your view?
I hate to see that for them though, because I know they be wanting that, because I feel like that's the missing piece in their life that they wish they had in their life that they don't, and that they see other people had that and it just hurts them inside, but they never talk about that. So they like whoever they see like a positive influence, like a mother to them, like a teacher, maybe a coach, they always look at them as their mother that they never had though. So that's one thing I see in my friends that don't have a mother in their life. So.
Oh, wow. So they embrace the positive influence that's standing there.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
It either makes them or breaks them. I feel like the mentality either makes you stronger or breaks you down.
That's true, because it's a decision, isn't it? Yeah. But I'm going to ask you guys this. I'm going to go a little deeper. Okay. So your generation and understanding, respecting young ladies, talk about what you see, and do it bother you, or how do you handle it? Like some young men, I've seen them, they're disrespectful when it comes to women.
I don't like to see that. Like that's just why you like you should treat them like how you treat your mother. Would you disrespect your mother?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I see it, because like I just don't like it.
Okay, it
It
bothers you.
bothers me saying that. Just
Mm-hmm.
Just treat them with respect, because you don't want them treated you the same way they treat you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like just like what I said before. Is treat others how you want to be treated,
Mm-hmm.
because you don't know what I can do on their mental as well if you disrespecting them.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like men overall, just with emotions, they don't like to show them. So
Okay.
they ball them all up inside. And then when it gets to a certain point, then it starts to show on the outside.
So they try to be tough guy, but that
Yeah.
really is not the real them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
a lot of men. Okay.
That's not really all men are. We like to hold our emotions in though, but like it's best to talk about the emotion instead of letting it out on that person.
Okay.
Like the negative way.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
Okay.
that
Bleeding
just-
out.
Yeah.
Okay. And you all have female friends,
Yes.
correct? So do you all, when a guy's in their life, do y'all direct them? If the guy's a little off, y'all be like, talk
See, that
about
never
that.
happened. That never happened. We never, our friends, like, they never, like,
They never let you know?
nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got to keep that to themselves.
They keep that to themselves because they
Yeah.
know y'all going to correct them.
Yeah.
They don't like that.
Huh? They don't like
They don't
that?
like to be corrected.
Oh, wow.
It depends.
Okay.
It depends.
I can tell you this, but young men need to be very wary about the way they treat young ladies, because I come from a household with mostly all men.
Mm-hmm.
And then God got a sense of humor because he give you all girls. He gave me all girls.
Yeah.
And I knew nothing about women at all. And they really humbled me. They really humbled me because I didn't know girls could be so rough. Because my daughter Amber, when she turned that somersault out of the tree, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I never pictured young women being so rough, so rough and all. It was an eye opener for me.
Yeah, we had all girls, and I wasn't one of those women that was gonna keep having kids talking about our son. That just, I didn't roll like that. We got what we got, and that's what God graced us with, and we're going with it. But I always share with my husband, because of the life he lived and how he treated me. Both of our daughters know what right looks like. Mm-hmm. So if you go and choose outside of that, that's on you. Mm-hmm. That's like for myself. I knew what right looked like. I knew what how a man was supposed to take care of his household because of my father. And I also knew about a woman working because my mom worked. So these examples, they were great influences in my life. And so one of our daughters, Nina, she has brothers. They've been friends for years, and they're like real brothers. And they call us mom and dad, but they have been there as friends, helping her navigate relationships sometime, And so if your female friends, if you saw something a little off with a guy, because men know men, would you all feel comfortable telling them about the guy?
Always.
You said always?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay. And that's important in life, because going back to how you would treat, look, girl, he ain't about nothing. Now, you already know what he after.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for long term, that ain't him. Correct?
That's correct though, because like I just try to like, I just see it, because I know I don't want you to be like down about trying to make something work with this person if it's not going to benefit you in the future. You're just trying to help him instead of helping yourself. It's like you gotta look out for you first. You gotta look out for yourself. Put the mask on your face first.
Yes,
that's one thing you should do instead of worrying about him all the time. So it's just that it's just making sure you're okay first, then make sure you're all right.
That's right, because that's not your husband.
Yeah.
'Cause if you're not okay, how are you gonna make sure someone else is okay?
That's
Like,
right.
yeah,
That's
I
right.
don't know. That don't.
Do you think your generation sometimes, and and I know you shared that you was dated a couple of times, and Nate, you said
I'm
got
just doing
tired right now.
I'm just doing me right now.
Okay, and you know what though? That's good. Right now, and I'm sure that, okay, we're gonna be transparent. You see some young ladies, they're very attractive, but what keeps you focused?
How they carry themselves, how they motivate you as a better person.
Okay.
Because if you're not motivating me or adding any value to my life, then it's kind of like, I don't want to take a step back. I want to provide, keep going forward, if that makes sense.
Okay. Is the mental a strong factor with any young lady that you choose to spend time with?
The mental.
The way she thinks?
Yes. I don't want to make it sound harsh, but you don't want to feel like she's like your kid, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. That you're taking care of her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. If she started out talking about nails and all that stuff, no. No, ma'am.
Yeah.
I ain't never do go through that though, but like wherever I'm relationship, it was always like chill, all this stuff like that. So I don't have to pay for like their nails or anything like that. They is always like that. But like dinner or something, I'll pay for that. But you have to go your nails, hair, like that just no.
There you go. Good.
No.
Very good.
Because I'm not your husband. I'm not your husband. So like that's something like a husband would do. But we're just that's puppy love.
I think I'm gonna take some notes.
Oh, you're 40 years in, bruh. You already done surpassed nails and everything else. But you all have a little time before making that life decision. And you all were just speaking on that. What wisdom would you give to females in your generation?
Be his rock. Will be his like work together, communicate, and just have his back. Cause you're supposed to have each other back anyway. But like always be there for him, even though at times he don't want you there. Just be his like basically be his rock, his best friend, partner, and crime like that.
Now this just dating now, not
dating.
Right.
Dating though,
Yeah.
but still,
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay, John.
I second that and like stop focusing on the materialistic things because I feel like that's really big in this generation.
Really? But to unpack that just a little bit, unpack it. What can you do for me?
Yeah, but mostly I feel like it's just always about either money or just other things. But yeah, mostly money.
That's a learned behavior. You do know that, don't you? That's where someone has influenced them that if you're dating, he should do this and that. No, he should not. I never taught my daughters that. No. You have your own if you want to go get your nails and hair done.
Thank God.
Yep.
And so I really appreciate you guys. And one thing from this session that I got is that you both have a lot of respect for your mother. Starts there, doesn't it? I want to ask you all this, though, before we end. Have you seen in your generation where a young man has not had respect for his mother?
I haven't seen that, so I really
Okay.
can't.
Not a lot.
Okay. He did when you worked out at Youth Challenge, and you had to tighten up a couple of them because they was disrespectful to their mothers.
Yes. They treated them like any person walking down the street. In society, a lot of people go through different traumas, and some of these homes are like the mother had to go to work, so the child was influenced by anything that he saw on TV or what he was exposed to through gangs and other influence. There need to be a parent in the home for guidance, because not every television program, every little unique custom that come up, they're gonna be influenced by. Everybody household isn't like Martin or one of those TV programs. Real life don't work like that. There are pros and cons to everything you do. Mm-hmm. And in that, you have to make the best decision at that time to be able to reach the next level. Mm-hmm. And you don't get your counseling at the beauty parlor where everybody sit down as the beauty parlor lawyer telling you how you should be. Because everyone likes to be treated as an ordinary person first, as a human being, not an item.
And so I would like to leave with women, please do not put your sons or daughters in the place of being a parent. Mm-hmm. Allow them to be a child. Allow them to grow up. Do not put responsibilities on them that they're not graced to carry. Because therefore you're creating something for that child that is going to unpack later. And like these young men have just expressed, men do not express their emotions a lot immediately. But eventually, those emotions will bleed out. And it will bleed out on someone that could be very kind and be there for you. But if you don't deal with those negative emotions at a young age, that can be a problem. Okay? Well, this is session 2.
Wow.
And yes, because we was about to go down. I kind of saw us kind of going somewhere, and but we'll do that again.
Stay down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. But we never know who's listening, and we like to give out the mental health hotlines, and that's the 988 hotline. There's the text 741-741. That's free 24/7 service. There's the NAMI, that's the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and you can go on their website and look up the state that you live in to connect. There's the 211. That's a free 24/7 service in the community. And again, do not suffer in silence. Call 911. And most of all, thank God, thank God, thank God. Thank you to our audience. Thank you to our supporters. Thank you so much. Mr. Perry.
Well, remember, God's always first. See what your Father sees in you, that you have a son's right, and you are of a chosen generation. This has been Young People Nation, and remember, there is always hope.
Christ is the foundation. Know his word gon' lead us. Know I'm already going. Taking steps I believe in. Giving guidance to the youth. Giving guidance to the lost. Give the world to the project. Lead them back to the cross. He the #1 prospect. He the top boss. I was broke, I was empty. He the one that paid the cost. Really thought that I was cool. There is nothing like the Savior. Now it's time for the truth. The whole world been waiting. It's Young People Nation. 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 The whole world been waiting. Whatever you going through, I know what he gonna do. Don't matter the circumstance, we going back to the root. Keep going, keep going. Let that seed keep growing. You need peace and we know it. Now it's time to live holy. Young People Nation. You know what time it is. Young People Nation. Get ready, the time is here. Get ready, we vibing here. We about to let God in here. Young People Nation. It's Young People Nation. Yeah, do it for the heavens, you know where we going. Influenced by his love, you know we gotta show it. It's time to put the youth onto what God is doing. Cause I can tell you now, right now, that God is moving. It's Young People Nation.